We'll start this morning with some big breaking news.
The disappearance of Madeleine McCann remains one of the most haunting mysteries of the 21st century, and nearly 2 decades later, developments in the investigation continue to capture global attention. The latest twist involves the prime suspect in the case, who has reportedly declined to be interviewed by the Metropolitan Police, adding yet another layer of complexity and frustration to an already long and drawn-out investigation. Madeleine, a 3-year-old girl from Leicester, went missing in May 2007 while on holiday with her family in Praia da Luz, Portugal. The case immediately attracted international attention and has since become one of the most high-profile missing person cases in modern history. Despite exhaustive searches, global appeals, and millions of pounds spent on the investigation, her whereabouts remain unknown. For years, theories swirled, suspects were questioned, and countless leads were followed, but no definitive breakthrough has been made. In recent years, attention has focused on a German man, often identified in reports as Christian Bruckner, who is serving time in prison in Germany for unrelated offenses, including sexual assault and child abuse. Authorities in both Germany and the United Kingdom have linked him to the area of Praia da Luz around the time of Madeleine's disappearance. Evidence such as his phone records, alleged confessions, and a history of violent offenses against children have placed him squarely at the center of the investigation. German prosecutors have long suggested they have compelling evidence pointing to his involvement, though they have yet to bring formal charges directly relating to Madeleine. Now, the Metropolitan Police, who have been working in coordination with Portuguese and German authorities, sought to question the suspect in hopes of finally moving closer to a resolution. However, reports indicate that the suspect has refused to sit for an interview. His refusal is seen as a significant setback in the case, as investigators hope that direct questioning could shed light on crucial unanswered questions. For the McCann family, still searching for answers after nearly 2 decades, this refusal only deepens the pain of uncertainty. The decision by the suspect not to cooperate does not come as a total surprise to legal experts. In many high-profile cases, suspects choose not to engage with authorities for fear of self-incrimination, especially when they are already facing charges or serving sentences for other crimes. Under European law, suspects have the right to remain silent, and in this instance, the man's legal representatives have reportedly advised him against participation. This tactic is likely a deliberate effort to avoid giving investigators any material that could be used against him. For the Metropolitan Police, the refusal highlights the difficulties of working across jurisdictions. Operation Grange, the codename for the UK's investigation into Madeleine's disappearance, has been active since 2011 and has cost British taxpayers over £13 million. Though Scotland Yard has made progress in ruling out suspects and narrowing the focus, the international nature of the case means that the cooperation of foreign law enforcement is vital. German authorities maintain that their evidence against the suspect is strong, though their insistence that Madeleine is dead has often clashed with the McCann family's hope of finding her alive. The family, Kate and Gerry McCann, have not spoken publicly about the suspect's refusal, but those close to them say they remain determined to keep searching for the truth. For them, every setback is a painful reminder of the years lost without answers, but they continue to campaign for progress and for the public's help in keeping Madeleine's story alive. They have consistently asked for information from anyone who might know something, stressing that no piece of information is too small. Public reaction to the suspect's decision has been divided. On one hand, some believe it is further proof of his guilt, reasoning that an innocent person would seize the chance to clear their name. On the other hand, others caution against assuming guilt based solely on silence, pointing out that suspects often act on legal advice rather than personal inclination. This tension between public opinion and legal principle has followed the McCann case for years, with the media scrutiny often blurring the lines between speculation and fact. What this refusal means for the future of the investigation is uncertain. The Metropolitan Police are unlikely to abandon their efforts, and German prosecutors continue to work on building a case that could eventually see the suspect charged. But without the suspect's cooperation, the road ahead remains long and fraught with challenges. Investigators will now rely even more heavily on forensic evidence, witness testimony, and historical records to piece together the events of that night in 2007. The Madeleine McCann case has always been about more than just one child's disappearance. It has come to symbolize the fears of parents everywhere, the determination of law enforcement, and the relentless pursuit of justice. It has also highlighted the flaws and limits of international cooperation in criminal investigations. Each new development, whether hopeful or disappointing, serves as a reminder of how difficult it can be to achieve closure in cases of this magnitude. For the McCanns, the refusal of the prime suspect to speak is a fresh wound, but it will not mark the end of their search. Their daughter's face has become one of the most recognized images in the world, a constant plea for answers. As long as the case remains unresolved, they and millions of others will continue to push for truth. The refusal of the suspect to be interviewed may slow the investigation, but it does not stop it. The work of police forces in the UK, Germany, and Portugal continues, and the hope remains that one day, after years of searching, the world will finally know what happened to Madeleine McCann. Until then, her disappearance remains an unsolved mystery, and every twist in the story keeps the world watching.